Hold on a second. I keep adjusting the camera the wrong way because I want to show less of what's over there. I would like to show more of what's over here. I keep not doing that correctly. So give me 1 second to try to arrange that. Okay, here we go. Hi everybody. Happy Friday. I hope the day was restful and or productive for y'all. Hi Vinka. And hi to anybody that's lurking. So, stretch. Both stretch and an AMA got redeemed. So stretch, let me make sure that the light is working. Okay. We're stretching now. The answer to the AMA. So the AMA question was, what is your favorite color? Answer is very simple. Blue. Straight up, blue. Cyan as like a subset of that, but usually like blue, which is why the chat window, like the overlay, like the stream overlay colors for the main page, as well as when we switch over to like in-game horizontal stuff where y'all can like see the other stuff. That's why most of the time that's blue. When I have the option, I prefer blue. But yeah, in the overall, I am doing all right. I'm cool. Things are good with me. Hold on a second. I just gotta answer 2 things right quick, and then we should be good to go. answer this real quick. Okay, that thing is answered. That thing is answered. Let's be about our business in a minute, I think. Take a look and see. Okay. Okay, we should be good to go on that front. Let's see here. Okay. Sorry, I just had to like sit down and like respond to that because I finally sat down and put one of the things I told myself that I would be doing a lot more often was like sitting down and committing actually wait, I think that might be the wrong. Hey Stubby, I might have done the wrong thing there with that particular thing, so I'm gonna fix that and then leave that alone for right now. Right, my brain had a fart. But yeah, hey Stubby, we're gonna start actually playing DNF Duel in a minute. Sorry, I just have to like take a minute to respond to a thing. Nothing bad. I just told myself that I would be more deliberate about like actively putting thoughts on co-host. About things that are not just like, you know, social justice related things, but also like game design thoughts. So if y'all remember, that time where I sat down and was like, hey, so let's talk about the levers of encounter design. The levers of encounter design and player toolkit. I just sat down and like actively made that a post on co-host just because like I was like, yeah, that's actually a good thing to talk about, and people who don't like watch the stream probably wouldn't know about it. So I sat down and I like actually, made a write out of it. So yeah, I think it turned out pretty good. I'm pretty happy about it. It's one of those things where I sat down after I wrote it. I'm like, yeah, actually, this is a part of my design ethos that I wasn't thinking about super heavily. That also just makes sense. And I'm about that life. So yeah, hopefully everybody's doing well though. We're gonna play some DNF Duel here in a minute. I think this might just be one of those days where we do a lot more labbing than we do like actually playing against people, because DNF Duel, unfortunately, people still kind of like meme about how unsupportive of a game it is and things like that. So there's a moderate chance that people are not like actively playing it and things like that, which is unfortunate. But we'll see how it actually goes once we like sit down and get into there. The main reason why we're playing DNF Duel today is sort of like twofold. First and foremost is that a new version of the game 1.8 is out, with the release of Nendmaster, as well as a couple of major balance changes. Hey Vallejo. So I'm gonna go over the patch notes for like the two characters that I use, check out a couple of things, see if I get any matches at all. I might open up a room and just sit, and we'll see how that goes. Knowing my luck, if most of the player base migrated over to like EGS, I will be in much pain because I only play on Steam. But we'll just have to see how it goes. So either it went great or it's suffering. It's one of those two. Let me not change the tags on that, actually. That's pretty good. Anyway. So yeah, let's be about that, shall we? Not strive, but DNF Duel. And it's kind of a shame because like people are so convinced that hello here to lurk some. Hopefully folks are keeping cool. Yeah, I might turn on the fan in here in a minute, depending on how I feel. I need to make sure that like Steam opens on the other monitor and not this one over here, because revealing like my Steam library and things like that is fine. Less so because I'm like, oh god, I'm ashamed of what's on my Steam library, but more so that it's like, right, that is information that people do not need to know. But yeah, good to see you, Carrie, as always. Pause that. We have. Okay, cool. Yeah, we have audio. It's just that it wasn't working because the focus is off. Okay, so let's see. Practice mode, training mode. Okay. So, like basically in training mode today, I have plans for four things. We're gonna go over changes for the three characters that I like play and actually enjoy in this game, which are Kunoichi, Striker, Spectre. And then we're going to try out Nendmaster and go over some of her stuff and sort of see what she's all about. But we got like patch changes to go over. Let me go open up. So yeah, we may lose sound on occasion with the game. That's just because I switched focus onto the other monitor to go look up stuff. So DNF, the dust loop 1.80. You know, the actual. Okay. So a lot of characters in general basically got like a 100 health bump. So we're not going to talk about that buff for everybody, but basically every character in the game got like a 100 point buff. So I think like minimum health value now is like only 1,000 or something vaguely in that neighborhood. Basically, I'm gonna pick gold cube. We're picking gold cube for Kunoichi because the one that got uh, that's the one that got changed with the patch buff. Yeah. So basically, Kunoichi got straight buffs. So, as a reminder for DNF Duel and how it works, right? You have 4 buttons for attacking. Your A and B buttons, right? As well as your skill buttons, which each do different special moves depending on like which direction you're holding when you press it. So you have forward one, a down one, a back one, a neutral one, and like an air neutral one, right? Those are your four. Those are your 4 S buttons. And in Kunoichi's case, she also has J2S. So like you jump and you hold, and jumping 2S does this, right? You also have what are called MP skills. They're done with like the M button, right? The thing about MP skills is that they can be done with just directional inputs, right? As you can sort of like see here. But you can also do them with traditional fighting game inputs. And when you do them with traditional fighting game inputs, what happens is that the MP normally, if you do an MP move if you do an MP move that has motions on it without doing a motion, right? Notice how it takes a little while before my MP starts regenerating. If you do the motion and you get a good, the regeneration starts faster. So basically speaking, right, the cost doesn't change or anything like that. But if you're doing motion inputs for your okay, that does work. That's cool. Right. It causes what's the word I'm looking for? It causes optimization in this game, especially if you're using motion inputs, to be less about, oh, well, if you don't do it, the move doesn't come out, and more along the lines of like, if you are looking to optimize how fluidly you are able to combo and do such things, right? A lot of that is very much a thing wherein it's like, oh, right, if you are doing the words are going to come to me. My brain stops skipping beats. If you are doing motion inputs for the MP skills that are like viable for them, you basically optimize your damage not by virtue of the fact that you don't drop combos, but you optimize it by virtue of the fact that your MP generates faster, which is an interesting way of which is an interesting way of handling it, right? But also, Carrie, I hope you are also keeping cool since you were asking about everybody else keeping cool. Hopefully, you are keeping cool as well. But yeah, so that's the interesting dynamic that it sort of creates in DNF Duel, where sorry, I'll hold on a second. Sometimes I have to remember not to like hover hand because it causes weird things to happen. Medium punches seem important in this game. There is no such thing as a medium punch in this game. You only have A and B. You do not have a medium punch. That's not a thing that exists. You have A, B. And that's technically classified as an MPO. Mea culpa. Mea culpa. I didn't catch that. Take it back. Get plus 10. There. There. You right. I got. That's on me. I am sorry that I made you have to explain that, Steppy. That was good. Carry on. You are not in violation. But yeah. So yeah, with DNF Duel, when you're optimizing combos, especially with MP skills in them, it is less about like execution plays a role, but there are no inputs that are more complicated than like a DP in this game. Like whenever you're doing motion inputs, there's nothing more complicated than a DP. So if you are generally able to like, and the way that the compensation thereof is that if as you take more damage in DNF Duel, keeping as cool as possible and saying hydrated, that's good. With DNF Duel in particular, come on, brain, talking about MP skills, skill optimization. How you have? Oh, right. As you lose HP, your MP cap increases. So I'll demonstrate this with Vanguard. Notice how Vanguard has 100 MP right now, right? As he reaches certain thresholds in his health bar, right, and takes more damage, his MP cap increases by 10. Up to, and the maximum that you get is like 200, right? So, the maximum that you get as far as MP cap is 200. So even in a situation where you're like, I am not a good player of DNF Duel, I do not have the capacity to like do motion inputs during combos and things like that, as you take more damage, you functionally get enough MP anyway that the offset kind of works itself out. But that's the general thing. So let's talk specifics and talk about like let's talk about like the actual like changes, system stuff and things like that that are kind of like relevant here as far as like individual characters go. Kunoichi can now jump cancel her 5AA, so AA, jump cancel that on hit or block. Couldn't do that before. 5B, also jump cancel on hit or block. Its block stun has been increased by 2 frames. So what does this mean? So one of the nice things is that we do have much more detailed frame data now. So, for a lot of characters, I think there are probably exceptions to this, but most characters, I believe, have 6 frame normals in this game, right? So that means that like the first frame that you're able to hit somebody is the 6th frame, like of your fastest attacks. I think Striker might have something. I will double check that right now because I don't want to tell a lie. I'm gonna go double check and see something. Jumps for fastest attack. I lied. So 5 frames. 5 frames, because I think that probably Striker is the one with the fastest normal on that front. Hey, Cat Wizard. So yeah, the fastest normal in this game is 5 frames, right? Oh, this one is the new remix. So 5B, right? So how you doing, Cat Wizard? Hopefully well. So the main thing about 5B is that it used to be -7, right? On block, which means that basically the opponent character would be recovering from blocking 7 frames before you did. That's basically what it means. Now, the block's done. The amount of time that 5B forces you to block has been increased to -5, which basically means that for most characters, right, you cannot like mash an A button after this, you're going to get punished. If in turn, like Kunoichi does this. So let me see if I can record this, demonstrate this correctly. Universal recording settings. There we go. Right? So if I don't press anything, I'll be able to block in time, obviously, right? I thought it'd be fast enough, but I guess not. Oh yeah, because 6 frames. That's why. Silly me. It doesn't work in this case because Kunoichi doesn't have any buttons that are faster than 6 frames. So that's why it doesn't work. I'm being silly. But this is an important thing about frame data, right? So, this move is -5 on block for Kunoichi, right? If Kunoichi had a move that was like 4 frames or 5 frames, I could immediately throw this in. Hey Vinka. And hi Raiders, let me shout out. My name is Sean, you call me that, or SJ. I make games, play games. Games make do, basically. And today we're just playing some DNF Duel, going over patch notes, because it's Fighting Friday. How was Wind Waker? Hopefully well. Yeah, Chrome Glasses. What Stubby is talking about, unless this is like different, it's not that there isn't frame data at all. Stubby is saying literally that he wants to see the Street Fighter 6 version of it, where the meters are explicitly there, so you see visually, right? Not just the numbers, but visually where the startup, active, and recovery frames end, and all that other stuff, which is not in this game. Wind Waker was very fun. I did a randomizer, wax poetic a bit. I'm gonna go get there. I hope you have a wonderful stream. Thank you. Thank you for trusting your community to me. I think we're gonna have a pretty good time today. It might just be a lot of labbing because I don't know how many people play DNF Duel on Steam still, but we will see how that goes. You won't need it for this game show. I know. Well, the point, right, is mostly that for people who for people who have better understanding of certain things visually and not just with like the hard numbers, that kind of thing is helpful. And mostly with the Street Fighter 6 bar, right? It also happens to show when you are strike invulnerable versus when you're fully invulnerable versus when other stuff. It gives a lot more information for people who really want to dig in deep on that without having to do like a lot of like testing. So whether or not it's a thing that is needed for this game is like a shrug. It's a thing that would be nice. I think it's a thing that a lot more fighting games should consider adopting, because having that information presented in ways that are more than just numbers is helpful for people who are not good with just running the math in their head. But yeah, so to finish the point I was getting at. Also, Vinka, I did the stretch earlier. I don't know if you saw it, but to answer your question, because I said I was going to answer it your AMA when I got on camera, on the off chance that you didn't hear that either, which is fine, because I know if you had to like get up and go do something, it's fine. But favorite color is blue. Usually like the blue that you see like the chat window being made of and things like that. That's why this screen has the colors that it does. But like cyan is like a close second. But am I going to lab all night for the optimals? No, I don't stream for like that long. I have other things to do today. I'm literally just going to go through some changes for the characters. I'm not stressing out optimals. I'll probably go run a couple matches. I don't play DNF duels sweatily enough that like I really feel a need to like have to know optimals or die. I'm not living that life. I'm not living that life like that. So we'll just do what we do. So yeah. Right. So if Kunoichi had a move that's faster than 6 frames as far as like startup went, right, then I could throw that in after this and like actively stuff out people trying to jab. But Kunoichi's like fastest move is like 6 frames, and this is -5. So by the time she's like ready to move after this is blocked, if I press a button anyway, like I'm gonna get hit. So alas. But it being safer is still pretty good, because it means that like it's a little bit harder for people to like punish you with bigger moves and things like that. Because it's like -5 now, right? Things that are 6 frames are not going to hit you if they block it. Right? If they block, you have enough time to recover and block before they hit you with like a 6 frame move or something like that. Just useful. Because if anything, Striker is sort of the exception with having like a 5 frame normal to use. So there's that. 2B. 2B is also... Oh, if you'll block, thank you. Yeah, 2B is also now 5 frames on block. And its recovery has been shortened by like 1 frame. So not like a big change, but it just means the sweep is like a little safer. Hey Raziel, how you doing? Let's see here. Another major change that happened here. Opponent settings. Good, what about you? I'm alright. You know, can't complain. I'm here. Why are you still blocking? So, 2 major changes that I'm going to cover at the same time. The second hit of Flame Cut, this move is now jump cancel. It was not. And you can also jump cancel it on block as well as hit. So that's one major change. And it dovetails because you can do, for example, because you can jump cancel it, now you can do this new chain with jumping beat. Right? So you do this. You can now do what's called a reverse beat from JB into JA, like that. which allows you to like set up that combo, right? Um, or you want to do? There we go. So yeah, basically, the jump cancel here wouldn't have been possible before, and I wouldn't have been able to do that before. So I can do like this now. So I have to be careful about how many hits I use. I have to be careful about how many hits I use in order to make sure that I don't prorate the untechable time so much. That jump cancel isn't the worst of her changes. By and large, she mostly got buffs. Is the main thing, because like the main thing, yeah, her kunai's special cancel. Yeah, I was about to get to that. Yeah, like I'm literally going down the list of buffs, like line by line. So if I haven't gotten to it yet, I'm gonna get to it. I will ask for like a little bit of patience on your part. Like I'm getting there. The only duel you're not allowed to have. Hi, Sabira. So yeah, because now you can do jump cancel this, do JB into JA and get that combo, but you still have to be careful of the duration, because otherwise, if you do too many hits before you get to that point, they'll drop out of it, and that sort of like messes up, right? So kunai throw, her 6S, which is this move. Whether you hit or whether it hits or gets blocked, you can cancel directly into either MP skills or awakening skills. So, for example, you can do like I have to turn on awakening in order for this to work. So, gauge setting, awakening is always okay. So we are. Well, I whipped it because, you know, I'm a genius. I haven't played this in a while, and admittedly, I am not like super up on DNF Duel stuff, so yeah, there we go. That wasn't possible before. But yeah, kunai throw you can also like cancel into MP skills now, right? As well as her, basically her super, right? These are all things that work. So yeah, aside from that, aerial kunai can also be canceled into her jumping MP skill on hit or block. You have to do it quickly, but you can do that. So that's what I was, and that's why I was like, I'm breaking it down bit by bit to get back to it. So earlier, right, when I was doing this combo, it takes advantage of both of those changes, right? Where not only can I do the jump cancel, I can do JB into JA. So JB, JA, kunai into that. And we're good, right? And now the last change, which is kind of the most important. That's, well, not the most important, but a very important one, I should say. But one of the last major change that she got was for her gold cube awakening. So in this game, every character at the character select screen has an option between 2 different awakening types, gold and clear. Thank you so much for the recap. I appreciate it. And thank you so much for the new follows. We do keep those anonymous so that people can kind of like people can kind of like lurk in peace and all that other stuff. How is Shadow of the Erdtree going, Cap? Hopefully well. Everybody else from Orion Stream, if you don't know me already, hi. My name is Sean. You can call me either that or SJ. I make games, I play games. Games make do, basically. We're just playing some DNF Duel today, going through some patch notes. Probably going to see if I can get some matches going. And we'll just kind of see how things go. Beat 5 bosses today, got a lot of maps, real good stuff. We take those. Excellent. So yeah, I was just about to explain one of the main mechanics of definitely need to go get the cruise arm alert. By all means, do. We will be here for a good while. So enjoy your lurk, enjoy your food. I might just like cheat and order something today anyway, spoil myself a little. But yeah, right, cubes and awakenings and things like that. So every character in this game has two awakenings. You have to pick between one or the other at the character select screen. You can't take them both out. Just pick between one or the other. You have Gold Awakening, which is only active once your character's health goes below 30%. And that's not recoverable. Like, once you're... There are ways to cheat it with recoverable health that I don't remember right now, but I'll talk about it later. But you basically have your Gold Awakening, which only activates when you're at 30% or lower, as indicated by, like, the glow that you see up there. And your Clear Cube Awakening, which... Let me... that for Vanguard so you can see the difference. Ordering something isn't cheating. Feed yourself or else I'll call PT. You know, fair. Since Shake Shack seems to finally be delivering to me again, I'm going to see if Shake Shack is willing to do it. Because I'm in the mood for like a strawberry shake and some other stuff from Shake Shack. But we'll see. So, as you can see, right? If you look at Vanguard's health bar, you see how like half of it is normal size and the other half is awakened, the other half is big. Where the life bar grows big indicates where your awakening threshold is. So, generally speaking, the way that it works is that Gold Cube's effects are usually upfront stronger and tend to more directly affect your character's unique mechanics. Whereas Clear Cube Awakenings generally give a much more general spread of buffs at lesser strength across the board for your character. And the reason why this is dynamic and why you don't just go, well, why wouldn't I just pick Gold Cube all the time? Once you enter Awakening, that is the only way for you to use your Awakening skill, which is a super move, right? So, by choosing Clear Cube, what basically happens is that you trade the less potent buffs in terms of like raw effectability for being able to do super early. And there are some matchups where you may want those smaller buffs earlier if things don't go right for you, as opposed to betting it all on Gold Cube, right? Gold Cube used to be the only style of Awakening that was available in the game until a patch eventually sort of set it up so that you can choose between Gold Cube and Clear Cube, right? So, Kunoichi's Gold Cube effect basically makes it so that her MP skills, which can be charged if you hold the button when you're executing them, right? In Awakening, her charge times are much faster. So I'm going to demonstrate this by turning off Awakening and then... So, with Awakening on, right? Note how fast that was. I'm going to go now and turn Awakening off. takes a little bit longer to charge up, right? Yeah. The MP, the additional MP cost for charged 236M. So the initial cost is 20. And then it knocks you down to 15 from there. It's like 65. So basically the extra cost for a charged is like 65 on top of the original like 20 that you pay. Here, when you have Awakening on, they have now reduced the additional charge cost for her Awakening skills. So you notice, right, that instead of doing like 2065, which is why I took 85, here it is, I'm trying to do the math in my head and not mess it up. So 80, 20. Knocking it down to 30 from 80 means it took 50. So, right, instead of 85 MP for it to charge 236M when you're out of Awakening, it's 85 when you're not in Awakening. And now, with the changes to the Gold Cube, with the changes to Gold Cube or Kunoichi in this patch, now, if you charge your 236M while you're in Awakening, the total cost is down to 70 MP instead of 85, right? And all of her other MP skills that can be charged have been affected a similar way, right? Hey Mojo, yeah, it's because Nen Master came out earlier this week. She was supposed to be out last week, but they delayed the patch, so that's why I didn't stream last week, because I wasn't feeling like playing anything else except DNF Duel, because I wanted to show this off. But yeah, basically Kunoichi just got straight buffs. Gold Awakening in particular, the reason why this is so important, especially for Gold Awakening, is because traditionally, so I'm going to turn off Always Awakening setting, and I'm going to put reference HP to if I can do this without like embarrassing myself. It's been a minute since I've done this. Okay, there we go. It is doing it. So, yeah. As you can see, right? Kunoichi, once she's at Awakening Threshold, has, like every other character in the game, right? You get 200 MP, right? So what this means for, by the time you have hit the Awakening Threshold, right? Because in Gold Awakening, because now your charged MP skills cost less as Kunoichi, by the time that you're in Awakening, you're rocking at around 200 MP, right? So now you can afford to like throw out your charged options a lot more frequently without having to worry about like, oh god, I'm gonna run out of MP, which has various not great effects. You don't want to be in MP exhaustion unless you are either reasonably sure that you're going to kill, or you have, or maybe you went into MP exhaustion on an MP move where you were able to do like a good input and get the regeneration to happen faster. Being in exhaustion is still not a good thing. You don't want to be in exhaustion a lot unless you are confident that you can really control the pace of the match without having a lot of MP. Not a good look. So, generally speaking, with the buff to Gold Awakening in particular, on top of like the jump cancel changes and things like that, basically Kunoichi now has both more ways of doing conversions off of things like this. I waited a little bit too long. So you can do things like this now. Or if I'm gonna do it, I try to do like that. I can't do two because it'll cause untech to happen. It might be something else to get this to work. because I know that I was able to do this before. I didn't go straight into it. I'm pretty sure I was able to get kunai into that. Nope, you want. Not that one. I want to do 5S, please. There we go. No, I missed it still. Nope. Yeah. So. I'm gonna take it slow. I'm doing that too slow. Probably. Oh, that's why I can't do it from there, because that's a jump cancel already there. But I can maybe do like this. Yeah, it's too low. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. So, like, even that combo, right? Simple as it is. Now, right, Kunoichi has more conversion stuff off of that. And getting the flame mark on somebody is pretty useful because, like, even if you're not able to time it such that, like, the flame mark being on somebody means that eventually it detonates. And even if they block it, that means they have to hold that while you can then move in. If you play a lot of Guilty Gear Strive and you get fucked up by Testament Stain State, it's basically the same thing. So yeah, Kunoichi, pretty good. A lot of buffs. There's some stuff in this patch I definitely want to try, especially Nem Master, but I feel like I'm gonna eventually. So funny that you bring her up, because guess who we're gonna be playing as next? Lol, Lamau. It's Striker time. So, fun thing about Striker, major buff. All grounded A and B attacks can be cancelled into MP skills on whiff. I'm not joking. Um, 5 AA can be jump cancelled on hit or block. 2B is now untechable on counter. Demonstrate why this is important. Okay, hold on a second. This is going to be silly, but this is important. Yeah, 2B is untechable on counter hit. And I'm going to explain another major change that I just did in a second. Yeah. But yeah. 2B is untechable on counter hit. If by some chance, I don't know a good way to like replicate it here, but if you only get one hit of Rising Fist, which is, I can't figure out how to replicate that for y'all right now, but the first hit of Rising Fist is also untechable, or whatever good that does, right? Mountain Pusher, Tetsuzanko here, is immediately projectile invincible upon skill activation. What does that mean? It means exactly what it sounds like, but I'm going to go pull up of all characters to help demonstrate this Nen Master. the short answer to this is basically that like the invincibility against projectiles that this move had. Let me make sure that I actually remember which. Then shot. Okay, good. That's that shot right there. So yeah. For those of you that are here when I play Street Fighter 6, you may remember that once upon a time, it used to be that, in my case, right, if I suspected somebody was going to throw a fireball, before the big changes in Street Fighter 6, you may remember seeing me go, ha, lol, I'm just going to spin knuckle through this, right? Basically, what DNF Duel has done to this move is turned it into Cammy's OD spin knuckle from before the Season 2 changes. Except technically better by virtue of the fact that Cammy's OD spin knuckle, the projectile invulnerable frames didn't used to start to like frame 3. Now they start at like frame 9. Here, as soon as the skill is active, as soon as 6M is active for Striker, projectile invulnerable. Projectile invulnerable. I did it too early there, but like... So yeah, like, if the move is coded as a projectile, lol, Lamau, she's getting through it. And then last but not least, okay, Raziel, this is gonna, oh, dang it, ads. Yeah, so while ads are going, we're going to come over here, and I'm going to just turn on other music. And I'm going to check up on some things while ads are running. I'm just going to take this time to like check up on a couple of things while I wait for ads to clear, and then we'll be about it. Oh, damn it! I forgot to go live on. Oh, I gotta go do that now. Fuck. Lol. Okay, ad break is finishing now. Okay, cool. So let's turn that off and come back over here. Okay. Okay, Razia. Razia, I want you to watch this. I want you to watch this because this is some bullshit. This is some amazing bullshit, and I know that you're gonna love it. Turn off counter hit first. Well, no, I need to turn on counter hit because this is the fastest way I can think of to demonstrate this. Counter hit's on. Okay. Oh, hold on. That. I don't know if you saw where that hit spark was, and I don't think I can slow it down to make sure you can see it. But in case you didn't, let me make this exceptionally clear. If I can get this to... Where's my awakening skill? Am I... Oh, it's because I already used it. It doesn't reset if I'm silly. Okay, let me try this again. For those of you who are like, I don't get it, what's happening? Allow me to read you the patch note directly. Empress's Climactic Fist, Awakening Skill. Connects against knockdown opponents, aka it hits OTG. That is not a joke, that is not a glitch. I am not bullshitting. To be explicit, to be absolutely explicit about this. Obviously, if they're getting up, then it's no good. But this skip now, Striker's Super does hit and pick up people off the ground. If they are in a state where they cannot tech, then yes, it picks them up off the ground. Situational, obviously, but that's it. So yeah, Striker got no other changes aside from being able to cancel her. So yeah, her MP skills can be canceled into when you whiff her normals. So get ready for jump scares, right? Because 5AA is now jump cancelable, you can do stuff like this. Right? You can do. She didn't need much changes to be honest, but the projectile invincibility is really nice. Yeah. Huh. I didn't even know. I didn't even know that rising uppercut would keep the momentum from her dash. That's a good way to kind of like get more distance out of it, I guess, if you really have to. That's very useful. But yeah, yeah. LOL, you can now hit with her super and it hits OTG. Yeah. This picking up OTG is kind of big for me because it might make me able to hit some stuff that would whiff before. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. And now we're gonna switch over to the other character that I like very much in this game. The character who kind of like brought my interest back after I was a little burnt out. Like, oh, Spectre's dropping. Okay, let's see. Oh, Spectre's pretty cool. Oh no, she's Katana waifu. Help me. So, Spectre. A couple things here. Let me go turn off Awakening again because that will mess with a couple things for her. I want to keep this. Alright, because our health is on here. Gauge settings. Okay, there we go. Right. So, changes for Spectre. I'm contractually obligated to play Nedmasters because yeah, and we're gonna check out Nedmaster as well tonight. I'm probably not gonna be doing a lot of like really cool stuff with her because like one, I haven't played this game in a while. Two, I'm notoriously kind of shit at labbing. So we'll see how that goes. I need to make the opponent block. That's the thing I was looking for. Alright, let me turn off the retaliation real quick so you can see. Action record settings. Reversal record settings. Turn it off on guard right now. So, 5A, this move, has 2 more frames of block stun. It used to be -4, now it is -2. This is a frame trap. Unless you have something that has like invul on frame 1, if you try to mash after she does that, you're going to get fucking hit. Don't do it. Unless you have a move that's like frame 1 invulnerable, there are no normals in this game or anything that are faster than like 5 frames. So if you don't have a move that has frame 1 invul and you're trying to mash and she's doing stagger pressure with 5A, there's a pretty good chance that you're going to get hit. 5AA is jump cancelable on hitter block, same as it is for striker. JA has reduced recovery. The recovery amount is going to be variable depending on like how high up you are when the move hits. But generally speaking, you have less recovery now, right? So even if you're like lifting it out here, you recover a little faster. "5B", this move is now -2 on block, but not because. So this is the important thing. Hey, fighting game thing to teach y'all. Frame data, how plus or minus you are when you hit somebody, can be affected by 2 things. Either the hit stun or block stun of the move, right? Hit stun or block stun is basically how long are you kept in a state where you are hit before you start to move again. Or how long are you kept in a state when you're forced to block, which is block stun, before you're allowed to move again, right? Either you adjust the hit and or block stun of a move in order to adjust its frame data on hit or on block, or you adjust the recovery frames. So, Spectre's 5B, you've been focusing on Tekken? Makes sense. Spectre's 5B, so far as what the patch notes are indicating, Spectre's 5B does not have increased block stun, but what has happened is that its recovery has been reduced by 5 frames, which has taken it, without changing the block stun of it, now means that it is -2 on block. Again, unless you have a move that's like frame, obviously, like there are limits to like how well frame traps can work in this scenario, obviously, right? But let me see here. Reversal record settings. Fixed. We're going to turn guard on. Right? So obviously that's not a situation where you should be mashing afterward anyway. But on the off chance that you do, Spectre can now catch you for that. Not a good idea. Shadow Snake Attack, which is this move, right? I'm going to turn off counter hit real quick to damage. Opponent settings. Crouch. You change guard. Close. Alright. So. I need to turn off the other thing. Guard is off. So. You'll notice, right? If you notice, when Nen Master blocks the first hit of 5S here, if she's crouching, she stays crouching, right? Now, the change that happened, however, occurs when this move hits. So, major. This is a buff. When the first hit of 5S for Spectre hits, the opponent is forced to stand. This is better for consistency in terms of like the way that like, you know, this is better for consistency in terms of the way that her combos work, right? Because before, that would only hit like maybe 3 times. And you can see that it's sort of the same way anyway, right? When you're far out enough anyway. But up close now, right? So basically, from far away, the behavior that you see from far away is the way that it basically used to always be. But now, up close, for example, because the first hit forces stand, up close, you get more hits out of the combo. It's more consistent. The next change that Spectre got is from Rusty Nail, which is this, right? So while doing any of like your grapples forward or downward, or like forward or downward or backward, you have Rusty Nail, right? The knockdown time of Rusty Nail has been increased, which basically means that like, right, you have enough time to like set up safe jumps and a bunch of other stuff now that you couldn't before. Safe jump meaning that if I could do it on recovery, I would show y'all what I mean. But like, basically, there's enough time for Nenmaster to there's enough time for Spectre to do Rusty Nail, dash up, or Rusty Nail. Let me see if I can do it like this. It's been a little while since I've done this, so I'm a little rusty in terms of like the combo that is best for this. Right? Because the opponent is knocked down for longer, I could do a jump as Spectre and land and crouch and bait bait a reversal. So like if Nenmaster wanted to do like a DP to be like, get off of me, right? Because of how long the knockdown is from Rusty Nail, did it wrong. This is how you can tell I haven't played in a while. Wrong one. Right? Like, if I'm crouching, by the time that she's like getting up, even with like a reversal, I should have enough time to block. I don't have a good way of testing that because this game does not have wake up reversal settings, which is unfortunate, but yeah, good buff. The major nerf that and there's a reason why specifically Spectre got this nerf. There's a reason why. There's a reason why Spectre got this nerf, and we'll talk about it. So, Daredevil, which is this move, right? The MP recovery doesn't start. It used to start a little faster, right? Like when you use Daredevil, it used to be that you wouldn't have to wait as long before the MP would start recovering, right? Reason why they have done this. 2 reasons. Hang on, I have to actually like do it. Hang on a second. So, two major changes have happened that sort of circle around recovery. Circle around Daredevil, which is this, right? Whenever Daredevil is active, if you do Shaker Blast, you can cancel into Booze, the grapple move, on hit or block while Daredevil is active, right? 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 It still works. Sorry, let me phrase that. It looks, when you look at it initially, right? Let me make Ned Master stand up so I don't have to like do the combo. Right? You're like, it looks like it works fine. Why does that matter? You see how much faster it happened when I was here? And the reason why this matters is not so much for that follow-up per se, right? But because, let's say that right? I'm not necessarily safe right away, but it does give me the option, if I have Daredevil up. Obviously, it has its flaws in that, like, you know, I can get caught out if somebody knows, like, to run up and dash, do that. But it does let you get and control your spacing a lot better when Daredevil is active. If you hit a Shaker Blast, they block it. You can use Booze, move yourself out of the way, right? Similarly, while Daredevil is active, Blending Pain is now jump cancel. Right? So, notice that, right? Like, I can jump after Blending Pain when I'm not in Daredevil, but it takes long. Notice that, right? Whereas here, with Daredevil active, I can jump out of Blending Pain, not immediately, but very, very quickly. Knockback distance on Wildflower was reduced for the last hit, so they don't wind up as far away from you. But considering how far they wind up anyway, it's like, right? And the last change for Spectre is one to her Clear Cube. So we're gonna switch Spectre to Clear Cube real quick. And then after this, we're gonna check out Endmaster and see what's up with her. Where did I put my phone? Severe is correct, and I need to order food, but I don't remember where I put my phone. So now I'm gonna have to stop and go look for it in a minute. So, during Clear Cube Awakening for Spectre, right? Her MP recovers faster. Like, the actual regeneration rate speeds up, to be clear, right? It is not so much that, like, the timing of when her MP starts to regenerate is different, but the actual rate at which it regenerates increases. She does more damage in Clear Cube Awakening and deals more guard damage to the opponent, right? And that was already part of the way her Clear Cube used to work anyway, right? So basically, right, by default, the way that it works when you have Clear Cube for Spectre is the damage that she does on hit is increased. Her movement speed is also increased. So I don't know if it's to the same effect as with her Gold Awakening. Her guard gauge damage, like that little vertical blue bar that you see closer to the timer for each player, that's their guard gauge. If that runs out, you get guard broken and like beat shit basically. Um, she does more damage to the opponent's guard gauge when she attacks, and like I just said before, specifically as far as like the actual patch changes go, specifically what was affected was she got an increased MP regeneration rate, so it regenerates more once she's in Clear Cube. It regenerates more MP. She got an increase to the damage bonus that she gets while in Clear Cube Awakening, and then she deals more damage to the opponent, right? Clear Cube. Now, Gold Cube got no changes, but I think this is a good time to demonstrate, primarily, right, why someone may choose one over the other. The main thing, right, is that with Clear Cube Awakening, right, with Clear Cube Awakening, Spectre gets a good set of all-round buffs that are pretty good as far as like her game plan is concerned. But with Gold Cube explicitly, her with Gold Cube explicitly, right? She is always in Daredevil. With her Gold Cube effect, once Gold Cube is in effect at like 30% HP or less, she is always, and I mean always, no matter what, in she is always in Daredevil, which means that she always has access to Last Order. Whenever she does Blending Pain, she can always jump, cancel it, etc. Right? So if you remember what I said to y'all before, where it's like Clear Cube versus Gold Cube, Clear Cube's effects are usually less pronounced, but give you a broader spread of status effects, while Gold Cube is much more focused and gives you less, but usually at a very high potency. This is the thing I mean, right? So with Spectre, it's one of those things where with Spectre, either you take a good all-round set of buffs, but then basically give up your opportunity to be able to do things like agitate people with Last Order and blending pain mix and all that other stuff, right? You give up the ability to do that as freely if you pick Clear Cube. But with Clear Cube, it means that you have to take less of a beating in order to like actually have those buffs available to you. Gold Cube, you get beat up a lot more before you get these benefits, but these benefits are very strong. And that is generally the pattern that most characters in this game follow when it comes to Gold Cube versus Clear Cube. Gold Cube usually interacts with the character's mechanics in a very specific way, right? That sort of encourages a much more potent use of that character's individual mechanic. So with Daredevil, with Spectre, for example, that's like permanent Daredevil, right? With Nenmaster, as we're about to see, it's a permanent version of like her buff skill, right? And so on and so forth. So, Nenmaster. Let's talk about her a little bit here, right? Let's talk about Nenmaster here a little. We're going to turn Awakening off, and we're going to come over here. The Nen Master's whole thing, right? I can't say a lot about her yet because I have experimented a lot. But the general idea of how Nen Master works is that unlike Striker, like Striker has a very free flow sort of offense because Striker can do things like cancel her B normals back into A normals and vice versa and a whole bunch of like other stuff like that, right? Oh right, I accidentally triggered that. I should do this. I don't accidentally trigger that because I don't get to that yet. I need to see how safe that is on block to be able to answer that question correctly. Oh, that's -4. Frame chaps. Yeah, Nen Master's whole thing, right, is that while she doesn't have like the free flowing offense in the way that like her normals do, but in the way that like Striker's normals do, Nen Master's main mechanic is that her much like with much like how Spectre has much like how Spectre has Daredevil, to sort of like change the properties of some of her MP skills and things like that, right? Like more hits and things like that. Nen Master has her 5M, which increases the range of her attacks, increases the guard damage to players' health bars that she does on hit and block, enables you can do this, right? And then you also have that, which then spends the rest of your... It gets rid of your buff, but then fires out some projectiles. So, it's still early days with Nen Master yet, so like there are going to be things that I do not know about that I will probably get wrong. And that is okay. So yeah, a major thing to note is that Nen Master's bonus attack, can in fact pick up off the ground, right? So it'll end Thunderclap, but then it'll like do that. So as you see, she has the Kamehameha. And you can't like charge it or anything. It is what it is. This does that. Oh, I think it also works on her. Yeah. So yeah, basically while install is up, Nen Master's actual range increases by like a lot. I wonder if we can do. Nah, not high enough. So it's Hunter x Hunter canon to the dungeon fight. Oh, and that picks up. Oh, that's nasty. If that picks up from. Oh, hold on. Hold up. We have this. Can you pick up after that? What? Huh. Interesting. Then of course you have like her awakening skill and all that other stuff. But yeah. Nendmaster's gold cube awakening effect is the same as Spectre's gold cube awakening effect. So basically, right, when Nendmaster gets under 30%, something came out, gotta go for a bit. Good luck on the stream. All right. Thank you, Raziel. I appreciate you stopping by. But yeah, the main thing with Nendmaster, at least from what I understand thus far, right? The basic idea is that when she's in Awakening with Gold Cube, it functionally means that much like how Spectre becomes way more dangerous in Gold Cube Awakening because like lol she's got Daredevil on constantly, so you can get hit by Last Order. Shaker Blast is a lot safer now because she can use booze to try to like reposition herself and get away and mess you up. Blending Pain is now like Blending Pain is now really Blending Pain is a lot safer on block because she can like jump cancel and then also like, you know, then because she can jump cancel from Blending Pain, she can jump cancel, use booze and like rock herself backward. That's all Spectre stuff, right? Nendmaster, right? It basically means for Nendmaster that her in Gold Awakening, it means that basically she can always, and it's the thing to note, right? Like without her effect from her awakening, right? Like her punches are way shorter. That's an important thing to like kind of note, right? Okay, that does hit. So that's good. So yeah, basically while Nen Master has her buff up, right? Basically, it feels like I cannot like say this with any like hard confidence until or unless I manage to develop much more as like an Nen Master player, for example. But basically, right? So let me turn off her awakening to sort of like demonstrate this very much here, right? So without her buff up and without awakening, right? Nen Master's 5P is like really short, right? So the 5K or her 5A is really short. 5B is not bad, but like it doesn't have reach, right? Like that's wild, right? Like that reaches for like a hot minute. Okay, so that's Nen Master's whole thing. Thank you so much for the follow. I do appreciate it. We do keep our followers anonymous so that people can follow and then lurk without having to immediately go like, oh god, everybody knows that I followed. So welcome on to the Gage Gang. Enjoy your stay. But yeah, Nen Master's whole thing, from what I can feel out, right, is more or less going to be around like maintaining her buff. Thankfully, right, she has a command throw or like a strike, or I should say like a command hit grab, I guess, that gives her time to like do that, right? Like this. And if you're close enough, then you can like burn it, do some other stuff, and probably end with it again and go from there. I don't know the routing, and I'm not super great at it. I think we can probably at least go check out her trials and see if the game gives us something spicy to work with. Yeah, for anybody that's looking at Striker and Nen Master and going, wow, they look really familiar, it's because, basically speaking, the way that DNF Duel has kind of like set up its references to the original Dungeon Fight Online is that every playable character is the first stage advancement, I believe, of a base class in Dungeon Fighter Online. So, female fighter, right, can become brawler. I believe like brawler. I can't remember the last one right now. No, I got it. They can either become brawler, grappler, striker, or Nen Master, right? And it's the same thing, I believe, also with like M Fighter. M Fighter in this game, of the 4 evolution options that you can take from Dungeon Fighter Online, they represented M Fighter in this game with grappler and brawler, I want to say, and then for F Fighter they did striker and then master. So they basically like split it 2 ways. Nen Master's 5A is Flashbang, right? It does this thing. However, you can cancel. Okay. I'm also looking at like what little information we have on Dust Loop. I'm using that as like a reference also, right? You can jump cancel it. You can also cancel it into Nen Blast, right? Or you can cancel it into Fallen Flower. So you can close the distance, do that, and then if you run out of your buff at that point, you can recharge your buff for you can recharge your buff after you do Fallen Flower. And go from there, right? So this move, right, has a hit of armor, not on startup, but it has armor for a bit of the hit, and as you can see, hits kind of high. Oh, so it's, if you use it carefully, it works pretty well as an anti-air. It's also, at least from what has been stated, some degree of plus on block. So like if you do this, so like you can't combo into it as easily, obviously, right? In any situation where you could, right? See, like you can't combo into it, but it is plus on block. So if somebody tries to hit you out of it, and they catch the armor frames, and the armor frames start at frame 17, and the first active frame is frame 24. So if somebody tries to like hit you out of it and not throw you out of it, they eat shit basically. And then we also have that, as you can see. Okay, so I can't jump cancel 5A. Unfortunate. But it makes sense. So yeah, like I said earlier, right? If you have Thunderclap active and then you press MP again, you do that. I'm curious about one thing. But we can do that. Okay. But I don't think that works like OTG, unfortunately. Oh, it does, maybe, if you keep the proration. Not quite. Wish it did, but probably would be good. So yeah, this move, Focus, is Nen Master's DP. So it is invulnerable when she uses it. I don't think the invul is frame 1, but I don't know for sure. And then Inhalation Shot is the Hadoken. And then we have that for launches from the air, right? So you can do... like, you can do that, and then it's like shenanigans, right? Next. We do this. Oh, they just want you to do each one individually. So yeah, basically, right? Like I was saying before, Gold Cube just juices it so that Nen Master's Thunderclap buff is always active, so you always have the long range moves, always have access to Shadow Clone Rush and things like that, right? Clear Cube, on the other hand, right, increases movement speed and the speed of your MP recovery, so you regenerate more MP and you deal more block damage, and you deal like more guarding damage, right? So Clear Cube is basically like if you really want to like zone people out and just pester them with like long range attacks without closing, Clear Cube is good for that. But Gold Cube is more for like, I want blood, basically. So, Nen Master's Awakening Seal hits from like a little bit, like round start distance is maybe a little bit too far theoretically, but it still hits from, yeah, round start distance is here, so it doesn't hit from round start distance. You step like here, and you get them, right? So now let's work on her Gold Cube combos. So let's see. Right, and then power up, right? Okay. Okay, I see it. What's going on here? These combos are not necessarily optimal, it's just looking at it to sort of see. Oh. Okay. I see. Okay, that's good to know. So they want, something like this. Right? They want the dash to make sure that you make the extra ground. If you're in the corner, you don't have to dash. But what they're trying to get you to do is they want you to dash so you can cover that. Wrong move. And you have to dash, which is the tricky part, right? So lightning strike. Like that, basically. You do light. So yeah, basically the other part of the combo that they want is basically something like this. If I can do it without like my brain, without me like automatically wanting to use it. Yeah, they want you to jump. They want you to jump and do this almost immediately after you jump, and then cancel into this. That's what they're looking for. So the two parts of the combo are basically the first part of the combo, right, is this. If you want to chunk it down even further, it's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, right? If you want to chunk it down even further, it's these two. It's these two is one unit, and then these two is another, right? So after the lightning strike, what they want you to do is this part. If I can do this correctly. The hard part is going to be making sure that I don't mash and press. If I press A too soon, I'm going to mess up and do the wrong move. If I press S bad, if I press the skill button too fast, I'm going to mess up and do that, which is not what I want. What they want. So you see that short height right there? If it whiffs, that means that I jumped too high up or that I wasn't close enough. So ideally what they want is basically this. That's what they want for the second part of the combo. So the first part of the combo is that, right? And after you do that, they want you to dash up this because that leads into this. So if you can put those two parts together, that's what the combo is. And a lot of the time when people wish you keeping all 7 of those Dragon Balls summon Shenron at will, I wish I could tell you. I do not know. So yeah, oftentimes when I talk about learning combos in fighting games, you will hear me say that it's about chunking it down, right? So in my case, it's just practicing this part till I get it done. And make sure that I'm like paying attention to what buttons I'm pressing, right? Once I feel comfortable with that part, right, where I'm like, okay, I'm pretty sure I can do this without autopiloting, then I can try for the next part. Case in point, right? Now, just because you have it the one time doesn't mean that you know it. It means that you know how to do it, but it's probably not your muscle memory. Right? As you can see, the part that I'm going to have trouble with is staggering the dash correctly. And obviously, on the other side of the screen, when I'm on player 2 side, on the right side, I'm gonna have a much harder time with that because now I have to invert the direction that I'm thinking to do dashing for. It's very possible that I may freeze and not like actually do it. Right? As you can see, like I kind of put in the input for the dash, but like not really. So it's like, yeah. Actually, wait. I just realized something. I think, can I finally put the... No, I can't put the overlay back on screen because it would have to come from the computer I'm streaming from. Alas. I was thinking for half a second that I'd be able to like do other input overlay thing on and have that there so that y'all could like actually see what inputs I'm doing on the stick. But I think I just have to turn on the virtual stick in the actual game. But yeah, if we preview the demo, it'll show us the same thing. right? So yeah, when I say that you sometimes have to learn a combo by breaking it down, it can even be as simple as you practice this section a bunch of times before you get it. Make sure you get like these two, a feeling for these two. Have that, extend a little bit, right? I did the wrong one there, but that's kind of the point of it, right? About, and in that case, I think part of it is that I'm hitting dash too early. Yeah, so the whole time basically when I was struggling with it, I was hitting dash too early. And probably this combo becomes easier when Nen Master has Tiger buff up. Okay, ad break is alright, ad break is up. I'm gonna go order dinner while ad break is up. I'm gonna put on AFK screen and go order dinner. Catch y'all in a bit. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And action. Henshin!
A jump to the sky turns to a rider kick.
There's only one person who can stop, and that's me. Hey everybody, my name is Sean. They call me either that or SJ. As I say on my own channel, make games, I play games. Games make do, basically. Did you really think that I was going to let you hit me with that? No. Guess what? I'm still alive, motherfucker. Going too fast is no good. Shut the fuck up. What else you got? I have to hit button. Button hit good. This no count, no good, self-absorbed. Giving free turns goes against my professional ethics. I saved your ass! Yo, the nerve of this motherfucker. The absolute gall. The complete stinkiness. Do you see these motherfuckers? They stole all my shit! Fuck out of here. Fuck you. I don't give a fuck now. Stank ass, punk ass, smelly ass motherfucker. Yo! Not with the deep cut. My brain is full of eels. Anyway, so Fuck. We should just play this fucking video game. Damn it. That's not fair. No, that's fighting dirty. You can't do that. Just because it's correct doesn't mean it's right. Just for that, I'll teach y'all to talk to me about the consequences of my own actions. And now, this poll that I'm not going to look at the results of yet, I'm lying, I'm going to look right now. Jesus fuck! Why are y'all like this? What was the reason? This is all according to my calculations. We will probably be fine. God damn it. Can somebody clip that? Going too fast is no good. You facetious motherfuckers. You really are gonna stand up in front of God and everybody. Oh my fucking God. No. No. I can't fucking stand you. How dare you? How very dare you? You right, but shut up. Give me a church. I told y'all I was gonna get a church, and I got a church. Apis above be praised. Amen. Amen. Hallelujah. And peanut butter. Praise be to Lord RN Jesus. For in our time of need, he has provided. Can I get a blessings to RN Jesus in the chat? I have to behave. I have to behave. I have to behave. I have to behave. You know what? I'm just gonna do this.
What kind of just nonsense did you just... What in the hell do you mean you put me on your whole motherfucking screen?
They're all gonna die. Somebody clip that. Oh no. Not again. Y'all do what I think y'all did? Y'all can't bully me like this. Y'all got me all kinds of twists turned up right now. I don't know what the... I applaud you, but also, god fucking damn it. I would just be like... Fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I should be fine. Fuck all of you. No! 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 That's not how this works. I am the danger. Oh yeah! I'll respond to that, but fuck! That's shit! Fuck! That's all I have to say in response, you know? If you are into fighting games, JRPGs, game design talk, and all that other kind of stuff, please feel free to follow me over at twitch.tv/SJHSaysGames. I can't fucking stand y'all. I can't. Y'all are the absolute fucking worst. I love this fucking community so much. Y'all are just the best. You know that? All of y'all. All of y'all in here. I appreciate y'all so much. You got the straight mom seal of approval. Also because I'm handsome. Good job. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. And action. Henshi!
The jump to the sky turns to a rider kick.
There's only one person who can stop, and that's me. Hey everybody, my name is Sean. They call me either that or SJ. As I say on my own channel, make games, I play games. Games make you, basically. Did you really think that I was going to let you hit me with that? No. Guess what? I'm still alive, motherfucker. Going too fast is no good. Shut the fuck up. What else you got? I have to hit button. Button hit good. This no count, no good, self-absorbed. Giving free turns goes against my professional ethics. I saved your ass! Yo, the nerve of this motherfucker. The absolute gall. The complete stinkiness. Do you see these motherfuckers? They stole all my shit! Fuck out of here. Fuck you. I don't give a fuck now. Stank ass, punk ass, smelly ass motherfucker. Yo! Not with the deep cut. My brain is full of eels. Anyway, so fuck. We should just play this fucking video game. Damn it! That's not fair. No, that's fighting dirty. You can't do that. Just because it's correct doesn't mean it's right. Just for that, I'll teach y'all to talk to me about the consequences of my own actions. And now, this poll that I'm not going to look at the results of yet, I'm lying, I'm going to look right now. Jesus fuck! Why are y'all like this? What was the reason? This is all according to my calculations. We will probably be fine. God damn it. Can somebody clip that? Going too fast is no good. You facetious motherfuckers. You really are gonna stand up in front of God and everybody. Oh my fucking God. No. No. I can't fucking stand you. How dare you? How very dare you? You right, but shut up. Give me a church. I told y'all I was gonna get a church, and I got a church. Apris above be praised. Amen. Amen. Hallelujah. And peanut butter. Praise be to Lord R.N. Jesus. For in our time of need, he has provided. Can I get a blessings to R.N. Jesus in the chat? I have to behave. I have to behave. I have to behave. I have to behave. You know what? I'm just gonna do this.
What kind of just nonsense did you just? What in the hell do you mean? You put me on your whole motherfucking screen?
Oh, they're all gonna die. Somebody clip that. Oh no. Not again. Y'all do what I think y'all did? Y'all can't bully me like this. Y'all got me all kinds of twists turned up right now. I don't know what the... I applaud you, but also, god fucking damn it, I would just be like... It's fine. 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 I should be fine. Fuck all of you. No! 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 That's not how this works. I am the danger. Oh yeah! I'll respond to that, but fuck! That's shit! Fuck! That's all I have to say in response, you know? If you are into fighting games, JRPGs, game design talk, and all that other kind of stuff, please feel free to follow me over at twitch.tv/SJH says games. I can't fucking stand y'all. I can't. Y'all are the absolute fucking worst. I love this fucking community so much. Y'all are just the best. You know that? All of y'all. All of y'all in here. I appreciate y'all so much. You got the straight mom seal of approval. Also because I'm handsome. Good job. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. And action.
Henty!
The jump to the sky turns to a rider kick.
There's only one person who can stop, and that's me. Hey everybody, my name is Sean. They call me either that or SJ. As I say on my own channel, make games, I play games. Games make you, basically. Did you really think that I was going to let you hit me with that? No. Guess what? I'm still alive, motherfucker. Going too fast is no good. Shut the fuck up. What else you got? I have to hit button. Button hit good. This no count, no good, self-absorbed. Giving free turns goes against my professional ethics. I saved your ass! Yo, the nerve of this motherfucker. The absolute gall. The complete stinkiness. Do you see these motherfuckers? They stole all my shit! Fuck out of here. Fuck you. I don't give a fuck now. Stank ass, punk ass, smelly ass motherfucker. Yo! Not with the deep cut. My brain is full of eels. Anyway, so Fuck. We should just play this fucking video game. Damn it. That's not fair. No, that's fighting dirty. You can't do that. Just because it's correct doesn't mean it's right. Just for that, I'll teach y'all to talk to me about the consequences of my own actions. And now, this poll that I'm not going to look at the results of yet, I'm lying, I'm going to look right now. Can you believe that I almost hit the stop streaming button when I came back from break? Not on purpose, mind you. My brain was like, right, okay, I need to like switch back to the screen. And for whatever reason, my brain was like, hey, it's that button over there. And then I had to stop myself because it's like, no, that's not the right button at all, actually. Don't press that. That will literally stop the stream and then you have to restart it. Look at up, we're wondering what the hell you were doing. So we're back. Sorry that it took a little longer. I literally got a call right as I was looking for my phone. Be like, hey, can we order this food? I got a phone call and had to talk to that person for a while. But we're back. Let's see if I can do this next one. It's the same one, kind of. Let's see the demo. Okay, that's good to know. So, this is similar to the combo that we just did. But the idea here is that after you get the pickup from this, you then use this to make sure that, you know, you get the combo, you get the knockdown, it's all secured, right? And the main thing is that because you are omitting this, because you're not using either this or this to start the combo, you get one extra hit with this. So the idea that they want you to do, that you do this, right? And then when you do this combo, you do that. I messed up a little bit. But the idea is that after the dash, they want you to do... I did that wrong. Basically, because they have you omit this part when you're doing it, or even this part, right? They have you omit doing this part, that gives you an extra hit to use. That when you do... when you do this part... Did that wrong. I did that wrong also. The idea of what they want you to do is that now, because you're leaving out the 2A, right? You can do this, right? The reason why that doesn't work if you do the 2A is because of something that we call, because what happens is that the more hits you add to your combo, the less time the opponent stays juggling, right? There's a thing called proration, usually hit stun proration, where depending on what move you use to start a combo, right? At least in some fighting games. This is not true of all fighting games. Street Fighter does not have this system. But DNF Duel, yes. But a lot of fighting games that are a lot more free-form in their combo structure, for whatever reason, right? Usually have something called hit stun proration or untechable time proration or something like that. What they call it is different from game to game. But the basic idea is that usually, if you have started a combo with a specific button or otherwise set up a certain kind of like combo or whatever, the amount of time that a person stays in the combo will vary depending on how many hits you've thrown in so far, as well as what move you used to launch them or start it. Moves that generally have low proration are really good for combo stuff, because what will happen is, if a move has like low, well, let me phrase it. If a move grants high, like a large amount of untechable time, right? So like launchers and things like that tend to do a lot of this, right? I can think of a good example. For example, right? In the corner, I think this looks better. Right? So let's say, for example, you get this. Right? In the corner, you get this. Right? You saw they teched in midair after that, right? That's because basically the untech time at that point had run out. And it's largely dependent, with untech time, it's largely dependent in most games that have it on what moves you start with and how many times you hit people. So generally speaking, the less time that there is in between you hitting somebody and you launching them with a move, generally that means you have more untech time. And if a move has low proration, that usually means that it does not affect your untech time as much as it would if it was a high proration. Right? So, basically, that's the reason why they removed this 2A from this combo. Because the idea is by removing the 2A, you now have enough room later on to do the jumping B. So the combo is otherwise the same, right, as the one that we did previously. But the one that we did previously, if we try to do... See? You notice, right? If I try to... Like, I can physically, like, put in the buttons the same way. But you notice, right, that Striker will recover because the untech time has run out. If I put in 2A, 5B, and try to do the combo that we just learned. Skip 2A, however, right? Which reduces the proration. If I skip the 2A and just do... then it works. I forgot to do this afterward to get the hit, but... yeah, and that, in both DNF Duel and a lot of like fighting games that are a lot like this, right? That's kind of the way that it works. So, let's look at the demo here. Okay, so that's the trick. Yeah, you want to, so yeah, ideally, right? You want to do it high. I don't think I can do this one, but I'm not going to, but I don't really need to. And this is what I mean by that. All I really wanted to learn from that, and this is the thing, right? A lot of the time with, I don't think anybody is going to be on ranked, so... oh. We do still have rooms. This is good, actually. I am satisfied with this. This makes me happy. We still have rooms. But yeah, mainly, so this is the thing, right? This is, for me personally, sort of like the way that I look at this. Character trials in these fighting games. This is the way that this works, right? Character trials in fighting games, a lot of the time, some of them are not what you would call, they don't ask you to do the most optimal, right? Sometimes they'll ask you to do combos that are like just really hard just because they're hard. They'll ask you to do combos that are more about like, yeah, just prove that you can do this swag thing just because you can, right? And when you're actually like playing in a match, sometimes your concern is more about the things that are practical as opposed to the things that are swag as hell. Sometimes the things that are practical are also swag as hell, but that's neither here nor there. That's not the point I'm getting at. The main sort of thing to consider, though, is that while not every combo trial combo is practical in a fighting game, there are things that they can teach you about how it is that your character works as long as you know what you're looking for, right? Yo, why are you doing... Here's some long ass sets. Just be patient, man. Be patient. Why didn't you just go for your awakening skill? That's fine. Hey, I'm curious, did we actually get somebody else that came into the room? No, it's just me. It was just reacting to me. Okay. They're doing like long ass sets and I don't want to get in the middle of that. Let's see if this person is actually here, if they just put a room up and then walked off. We'll see. But yeah, to finish the thought that I was trying to have. The main thing with trials in fighting games, right? While they are not always the most, while the combos there are not always the most, and when I say optimal, I do mean in terms of damage, but also just sometimes they just ask you, sometimes like just really impactful stuff that you're not going to have any use for. It doesn't mean that there aren't like little bits of things that are in there that are not helpful, right? I'm just gonna open it with myself at this point because either, or I just need to find one that has like odd number of players before I go in, and that will probably make my life easier. Then I'm not going to be waiting out. Yeah, probably not. So that's why I'm switching to another one. But we at least we have rooms at least. So and that's the part that I was worried about. Like I just wanted to like have people to play with. But it looks like the thing that I was worried about the most is more or less covered. Grappler also got a bunch of buffs, but I don't know what the hell I'm doing. So I'm just gonna try to vibe and live. But yeah, basically what I was getting at is that the main thing I learned from doing those combo trials, one, I have a basic idea of how to set up like corner carry and pickup. I have an idea of how to set up corner carry and pickup with Nen Master now, if I were to use her. You haven't played this game in a while. Okay, I'm gonna get cooked. Right, I had that low. Yeah. Okay. I can't air block in this game. Yeah, that has armor up there. Yeah, I knew they were going to do that at some point. That's why I was like, let me just do that. God damn, that's really annoying. Yeah, it's going to take a minute. I don't know what buffs Grappler got, but basically Grappler, this is just what happens with Grappler a lot of the time. And I haven't played this game in a while, and I was never at the point where I was like super sweaty to begin with, so... Yeah. It said Grandmaster under. Is that just a... I don't think they're ranked because their rank isn't listed. Like, you see how it says gold 1 for me over at that far end, but it doesn't for them? I don't think... They probably have not... Yeah, this is someone who's been playing this game for like a while and never stopped. And they have the mechanics down and I don't. Wrong thing. That shoulder charging move that that Grappler has, that big shoulder charging move, it has armor on the upper body but not the lower body. I could either throw Grappler out of it, or I think I'm reasonably certain I can either throw him out of it or or hit him low, and he eats shit basically. But again, like I can play this game in like a hot minute, and I already know that I'm 100% scuffed. But I don't really care. I just want matches. Like yeah, like I know I'm absolutely about to get my ass beat. Like it's gonna keep happening, and it's going to keep happening, and it's going to keep happening. And you know what? I'm alright with that. I don't know if that's called unblock or not. But yeah, a lot of this is mostly that I'm definitely pressing buttons at the wrong time because I don't want to hit. I'm scared of being hit, and that's part of what's causing a lot of the problems that I'm having. And then doing nonsense like, I'm pressing a button when Grappler's getting red charge ready. And so, like, I eat shit. And then I get pop resets and things like that. Yeah, like 100% a lot of this is what, like, I'm dying to shit that I do not remember how to counter. But it's me, is what I'm saying. Like, it's straight up. Yeah, it's straight up. The term in Japanese is wakarangoroshi, which is basically dying to things that you don't know how to counter. Which is what's happening here. And also, like, just, I'm rusty as fuck at this. And I'm just doing shit that I shouldn't be doing. Both of those things. Not the move I want to do. Right, and I keep forgetting that I can't block in midair. Yep, and that's why I messed up. Ah, damn it. Oh, bop, 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 bop. Yeah, did the anti-air when I died. So yeah, like, it's not impossible, right? The main thing is mostly that I have to pick my ground battles a little bit better. I have to move a little more and like try to like get around Grappler doing Grappler things, and then that will more or less that shoulder tap. A lot of it. The main thing is that, like, again, a large part of it is that it's an answer mostly if I'm mashing, because again, like, it doesn't have armor on its lower parts. And a lot of what Grappler is currently kind of like fading on as far as like what is getting me killed right now is stuff like I become scared and don't jump out of I did the wrong thing. Yeah, like there, right? I assumed that. Yeah, like a lot of it is mostly just that. Part of it is that I'm not making good call outs against shoulder. Like, the thing about shoulder tackle, I know it does not have, I know it has armor, but I know that I can grab it. I haven't fought against the monk before, so this is gonna hurt, because I don't know what the fuck this matchup is about. So either they picked monk to make my life a little bit easier, or I'm gonna get washed again, but it's fine. Okay, so we have sways and stuff. Okay, yeah, we got sways and stuff. Okay, yeah. Ugh. Okay, that has armor. Some of these have armor. Like, some of the jukes have armor on them, which I didn't know for sure, but now I do. Yeah, chrome glasses. Oh yeah, armor. But that's fine. I'll figure it out. Some of these anime fighters really make me appreciate how switching to certain sites have no highlights. Yeah. Okay. Missed it. Damn. Okay, so I can't do that. Uh-huh. I messed up when I did that. But yes, chrome glasses, you were going to say something? And by the way, we haven't said anything for like the last couple minutes. So there was a thing that you were going to say. Go ahead and say. $500 ranked matches with grappler earns you that title wins only. Okay, that explains that. That makes sense. Okay, fair. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that explains that. That was like, by the way this person is playing, I'm like, no, this is someone who basically picked up grappler at some point in the game's lifetime, whenever. In my head, I was just like, yeah, the way that this person is playing, it feels like this is someone who knows how exactly grappler works and has been keeping up with the meta, or at the very least has a solid enough game plan. It's like, yeah, they don't have to like think that hard about this. I was hoping I'd be able to 2M, but I wasn't able to get it out in time. We're gonna run this one more set, and then I'm gonna dip after that. The ads will probably be coming soon. This should fine. I don't know if I could have pressed JA fast enough to knock him out of that. That was a grab, so it doesn't work. Fuck. Nope. That was the anti-air one. I was gonna get hit no matter what. Then the hard part is that I don't... Even when I know that it's like a tech trap one, or even when I guess that's a tech trap one, if I try to use conversion to make sure that we get caught out. God damn it! I thought the hit on that was over. I don't know. I don't remember if that one is just upper body or if it's full body. Damn it. Yeah, see? Ah, damn it. There it is again. I think if I'd hit with a low when he went for the armor grab, I would have either I think I might have broken it. Fuck, I almost grabbed him that time. Damn it. Messed up the timing. Almost had it, though. Oh, grappler, please. Alright. Yeah, I gotta let that one go. I gotta get back in the saddle and, like, basically be on this more often. Yeah, I'm too cooked. I'm too cooked. I have to play this game more frequently. You like to gamble? Part of it mostly is that in that matchup in particular, the main thing that I was thinking after a little while was that it's like I feel too pressured and I'm mashing. But the short answer is yes. Sometimes when I feel like I have a better let me phrase that carefully. I have a tendency to do it when I think I have a read, and I usually don't. I try not to otherwise, but if I either think I have a read or if I'm afraid that I'm getting too stagnant, I get gambling. I don't plan on like switching characters though, like not necessarily. So it's less of a I need to pick somebody different and more of a I haven't played this game in long enough that like my risk for like my sense of when to push my luck and when not to is kind of fucked up. So it's not helping. Is the simplest way to put it. But that's like a me thing. All right. So, anyway, thank y'all for coming by. I appreciate it. I'm gonna go find us somebody to go hang out with a raid before ads come and like kick us in the teeth again. So let's see. Okay, we don't have updates up right now, so I need to hurry up and go find a place to hang out right quick. Okay, let's see. We've been to Dave recently? Yeah, we've been to Dave recently. We can't go back and hang out with Dave, not now. I think maybe we'll just go somewhere quiet and kind of chill out. Yeah, we're gonna go hang out with Nimbly. She is a very chill variety streamer. Right now, she's playing some Elden Ring. She's not in Shadows of the Erdtree yet. She's doing prep for that. So here's the thing I'm going to ask y'all to do. Do not spoil and do not backseat for Nimbly. If you are into Elden Ring stuff and you know what's going on with Shadow of the Erdtree, or if you know a lot about Elden Ring, you're like, I love it. I need you to do me a favor, keep your mouth shut, and just let her do what she's doing. She's got this. She's fine. When we get in, give her an SJH does raids, let her know who sent you, all that other stuff. Be chill, be cool, don't be weird. Throw in your favorite emails with the raid message if you want, right? Stream plans. Yes. Sunday, Breath of Fire 4. We're back on that. Next Wednesday Sunday is 5 p.m. Eastern Time, more Breath of Fire 4. Wednesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, more game dev stuff with Shoot Lancer, probably. And next Friday, we'll see. Maybe now that I'm feeling that like, all right, no, DNF Duel still has people playing, maybe I swing back around to DNF Duel, because we haven't done it in a while. And I don't know if I'm feeling Street Fighter 6 for a little bit. We'll see how that goes. Maybe by then Bison might be out. I'm not sure. I have to double check Bison's release date. I have to play Street Fighter 6 next week because M Bison is coming out. Means I should probably I need to go buy the season pass. But I'll deal with that later. Anyway, thank y'all for coming by. Stay safe, wash your hands, wear a mask. Don't go outside if you don't have to. Be excellent to each other. But not to bigots, racist, terrorists, sexists, anti-queer folks, or Zionists. Black Lives Matter. Trans rights are human rights. Reproductive rights are human rights. Palestine must be free. The Congo must be free. Sudan must be free. That's pretty much all there is to it. Thank y'all for coming by. I'll catch you later. Enjoy your time with Nimbly. Deuces.